Can I sit really weird like?
Why, man? You want to look cool? Bro, you look cool already, man. Why do you want to look like a muppet? Bring the seat back a bit. Yeah, do that. Bring the seat.
This chair don't move, man.
It's you, man. You're too big.
Oh,
What are you trying to do? The back.
is it?
The wrong clip. There's a clip on the right.
I used the same one last time.
Yeah, man.
This big one.
No, the other one. The small one. The small one.
That's the wrong one.
Small one. Move your head further back next to the seatbelt.
Oh, there it is. Found it.
Flip's sake, man.
I was sitting there thinking I'm moving the wrong one. Why am I going higher? What the? Alright, that's
This is how we're going to start a driving lesson.
Oh, sorry.
Well, we cars him finally when we can get him on camera, like, fixed up.
Run.
No.
Why didn't even know this?
Well, you're not going to drive like that in your test.
Why didn't you tell me?
You're not going to drive like that.
Oh, you know what?
If I was to tell you, you'll be driving like that.
I could have been cruising. Nah, you like... For hard, man. I didn't even know. That's sick.
Listen, mate. Once you get your car, I don't know you. Yeah, I don't know you. You didn't drive with FM.
Listen, everyone... If I pass first time, yeah, everyone knows I pass with FM. I'm going to have a stick that said I'll pass with FM.
Hey guys, welcome to FM Driving School. You're with me, your fully qualified driving instructor, FM. Today we're doing a mock test with one of our students, fairly experienced, coming up to his driving test. Watch it to the end as I think it's really useful for any students coming up to their driving test. We're going to analyse all the mistakes right at the end. Okay, we're with Kazim. You got a fresh trim, just for me.
Just for the video.
Just for me.
Just for fun.
No, but you have it every time you have a lesson with me, so it's not just for the video.
I mean, just for fun.
Yeah, there you go, man. So my students, they make an effort when they turn up to my lessons, dressed up. Not in a tracksuit next time, yeah? Like,
You have to dress to impress.
dress to impress.
I'm trying to impress.
Alright, cool. So we're with Kazim. He's taken only a few lessons with me because he's been driving with his family's car, your mom's car, and taking away a lot of my money. So it's cool, man. I'm slightly out of a job with you, but it's cool. We have a lot of love. So we're gonna just do a mock test, and hopefully you remember what I've taught you. We've taught you a few things. It's not a problem, and let's see if you can apply what we taught you. Okay? Feeling confident, Kazim?
Sort of, a bit nervous.
Okay. About what?
A bit nervous.
With me, man. You're with FM.
It's been a bit of a while since I've last driven.
Okay. So if anything goes wrong, I'll take control. It's your first time, I think, doing a mock test with me, right? So if anything, like I said, unlike a lesson, I can kind of intervene slightly beforehand and even teach you. With a mock test, I'm going to intervene afterwards, all right? Before we start, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. At the corner of your screen, there should be a button. Click it and you'll be updated with all the latest videos.
Yeah, mine.
Alright, Kazim, whenever you're ready, let's get going. We're going to start with the sat nav.
Okay.
So start the engine, and whenever you're ready, get going.
Nervous and shit. Oh, I'm waiting up there.
Yeah, you're the driver. You're going to make the calls. Just follow the sat nav, Kazim, alright?
At the end of the road, turn right, then take the second left. Turn right, Cromwell Road, then take the second left. Turn left, A314, Hanworth Road.
It's a bit fun. So this is what you shouldn't do.
He's got a license. And that's how he's driving. So as the bus is pulling out, look how restrictive the road becomes. And what's worse is my student was actually trying to accelerate to build up his speed. I was on the verge of reacting and slowing down the car, but obviously as an examiner we try to give the student as much time to react before we intervene. Now I didn't press the brake, but I was on the verge, that's why it didn't become a major force. But why was it really difficult here? Because it's become narrow, and instead of the student taking his time, he was accelerating towards the dangerous situation. Also, if you notice how my student behaved in the first 5 to 10 minutes, it's actually very common. You're either going to be extremely nervous or you're going to be over excited and confident and complacent. So the first 5 to 10 minutes is extremely important to keep your composure. Watch our other videos on how to pass a driving test where we explain this.
Lances Road. Turn right. After 100 yards, go straight on Heath Road.
It's going straight over, right?
Go straight on. After 200 yards, go right on the roundabout and take the second exit, Central Avenue. Go right on the roundabout and take the second
So a very
exit.
unusual situation here. My student went past the sign on the left. If you rewind it back, you'll see it, and stop slightly past it. So I'm myself giving it a minor fault just because I felt that we're still safe enough and out of people's way. Another examiner might give it a major fault. You still have to follow road signs, so my student missed it. Another examiner may have given it a major fault. I've been slightly lenient here, but don't take the leniency as a green light. Make sure you see the sign and stop slightly, or stop at it, in fact. Because when it's safe, show me how you put the windows down and up here.
While I'm driving or what?
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Yeah? Just put it back up so you don't get wet.
End of the road, turn right, Hall Road. Turn right. After 200 yards, go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, Whittingdean. Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit.
I'd like you to find some safety stop. Don't worry about the single yellow line on this occasion. Okay, whenever you're ready, move off from here. Yeah.
After 200 yards, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, Ogden Lane. Then turn left. Cross the roundabout and take the second exit, then turn left.
Here the student's extremely lucky the indicator came off right at the beginning. As we're taking the second exit, you shouldn't be indicating and it came off
Just
ignore the sign accidentally.
for a
So
little bit.
luckily for the
Find somewhere safe
student,
to stop
he
and
avoided
test.
a major
Then
fault.
you have reached your destination on your right. Turn left, then you have reached your destination on your right.
Okay, good. So that's the end of the sat nav for now. You're gonna follow my direction from now onwards, okay? Alright, whenever you're ready, move on from here. Okay, traffic lights turn right, Kazim, okay?
This is 30, right?
You figure it out. You guys can't really see the gear changes unfortunately, but my student kept going to neutral before he came to a correct gear. This is known as coasting, where you're not really using any power of the car, and he kept doing it too many times, so it will become a major fault in this video. I haven't pointed out where the major is, but it's too many times, therefore it's a major fault.
Eventually I'll be cool for going through there.
It's your test, Kazim. You let me
I'm
know.
gonna say no.
Can you take the third exit on the roundabout? Third exit. When it's safe, you're going to take the third exit again.
And then S3.
Where?
Behind us.
It is, yeah. Is that the car you want?
See you Monday. Inshallah.
Take the road on the left here.
Just be careful, guys, the lights here aren't working. Again, luckily for us, no cars are coming towards us. So in the situation where there's quite a few cars, slow down, scan around, as no one really has priority.
It's 29.
What do you reckon?
Yeah. Was it 30 before that?
That's the second time
Well, you'll
my
find out
students
at the end of
asked
the
me the
test.
speed of the road. So how does this play in the exam? Are you allowed to ask the examiner for a bit of help like this? So look, there's nothing wrong with being a bit cheeky and asking the examiner. They might politely decline, like myself. They might be quite rude about it. If they're quite rude, you know where you stand with the examiner. As an instructor, with my experience, once I sat in the car with my student and they actually asked the examiner the speed of the road, and the examiner even answered the question. At the end, he explained himself. He was like, yeah, why not? I just wanted to, sometimes students miss the speed of the road, so we decided to tell the answer. I was really shocked by that. Again, every examiner marks differently, but 99.9% of the time, the examiner probably will decline to answer the question. Here again, the student saved himself from getting another major fault. Enough space to get through, stopped the car, over too cautious. But the reason why it's not a major fault, he was very quick to change his mind, react, and get the car going again.
used to 40 miles an hour, are you?
No.
Okay, roundabout Kazim, take the third exit right. Third exit right. Roundabout, you're going to take the first exit left. Okay, cars. I just wanted to pull over on the left. Don't worry about the driver on this occasion. Just get a bit closer, a bit further forward, a little bit more. And let's stop about here, please. Okay. I'd like you to do the reverse park or parallel park on this guy in front. Do the maneuver on this car.
This guy just hit it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait, there's a... Keep... Our points a bit off. Reverse it. Does it matter if I'm on the... What does anyway?
No, the way you were taught. You done?
I'd say yes.
Okay, let's move on from here. End of the road, turn right. Okay, Qasim, end of the road, you're going to turn left. End of the road.
Is it left, yeah?
Yes. Take the first road on the left that you see. Turn right at the end of the road.
I don't know, I don't know. You know?
Bit awkward.
Okay, so here, I know you guys can't see it, but a cyclist stopped his bike and waved us across to get into the main road. Now, it's his priority. Why is he stopping and waving us across? It's now confusing. Now, if you as a learner driver haven't experienced this yet, you're going
left
to
at the
experience it
traffic
soon,
lights.
where other drivers are just going to give you away for no apparent reason. The dangers of this, of course, is it's really confusing now because we don't know what's happening, and what if that person changes his mind and wants to take his priority again. Now, we as a learner driver, or as a driver as a whole, the rule is we're not meant to wave people across. Let them make the decision if it's safe for them. In this situation, from the examiner's point of view, I would say I think most likely he'll be understanding. The cyclist unnecessarily stopped and then frantically was waving us across, trying to be a bit too polite. And the thing is, when other road users are trying to be polite for us learners and it's their priority, it's actually more confusing. It's better that they take their priorities. And then my student correctly was waiting, but he should not be waving them across. Nothing really happened. The cyclist didn't move across and we carried on in the end.
Pretty good wipers.
That's what you notice about cars,
Yeah.
wipers.
Just instantly.
And then you want to go for buying an S3.
Look behind us. I put the wipers for you.
And just
Turn or we just click on
I'll push it down once.
Oh, it was down. Okay. We're going straight, yeah?
Yeah. So in the exam they wouldn't actually answer that question. If you don't know how to operate it, they'll let you carry on doing the test while it's raining. I'm a nice guy. I'm letting you know the answer.
Where are you? Hold on. Genius, man.
Don't worry, one day, cousin. I'll let you drive. I'll let you drive my own car. Don't worry.
One day. Hopefully. Maybe when I pass with you.
Exactly. Let's take this road on the left where the traffic lights are.
This left here.
Yes, please. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Very hard.
Okay. Get used to it, cousin. Once you get a license, that's it. Okay, let's take the first road on the right, please. Okay, cousin, what we're going to do, we're just going to find somewhere safe to stop. There's no place on the left, so we're going to park on the right. Don't worry about the driveway, and we're just going to end the test there. Just park up on the right, please. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Alright, cousin, just turn the engine off, please. Okay, that's it. That's the end of the test. You can relax, take your seatbelt off. Exhausting, right? Okay, so let's go through your test. Did you pass?
To be honest, I saw you touch the brakes
When was that?
towards the beginning of the test. So
Okay.
for that, I would say no.
I was on the verge of pressing it, but I was giving you as much time as I can so that I didn't have to press it. What was going on in your head in that situation?
Bus was coming towards me. It was indicating out because obviously it was
Okay.
moving off.
Okay.
And obviously
Well, you thought you could make it?
yeah.
So you went quite fast. It was really tight. He was moving out. We saw him indicating. We saw him move out, and you still carried on moving. So, and it's just the pace you went at as well.
Yeah.
So I was on the verge of controlling the car, but like I said, I was trying to give you enough time so that I didn't have to press anything. The examiners aren't out there to make you fail. Do you get me? They're gonna try and give you enough time. So I didn't fail you there, by the way. So you got let off.
Okay.
Another examiner might.
Okay. So,
Yeah,
so
so-
I did feel like.
Let's carry on. Anything else? If you didn't make that mistake, did you pass?
I mean, you kind of gave me a hint saying no, so
Did I? When?
you said I didn't fail you then. So,
Shit. You're too sharp, bro. You're too sharp. Okay.
so
Alright.
if you didn't say that, I would say no. I'd be in the right.
Okay, cool. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let me just go through a few minors here. One was, I'm really happy with your mirror checkings.
Yeah.
So look, you've driven with me a few lessons, but then with your family. So credit to you, picked up the mirror straight away. Once or twice, we had meeting scenarios and you moved and you checked afterwards. But you checked just about in time, but it should be the other way around, check and then move. And the other situation was, what was it? Okay, mirror checkings. Okay, so once you get to a new road, you should check your mirrors straight away.
Okay.
You will check your mirrors a bit later on. I'm not going to fail you for that, but once you get into a new road, check your mirrors straight away, all your mirrors. Okay, the other thing I'm going to fault you on, there's another incident with a bus and you stopped on the main road.
Okay.
Yeah, so why did you
Was it
stop?
on-
After Twickenham Stadium on that
Golden
long
Lane?
stretch, long stretch of road.
was
So
it
we turned left at the traffic light that wasn't working, carried on going straight, and the bus was coming next to a school in Twickenham Stadium, and you just stopped the car in the meeting center. And then you carried on moving straight away.
I can't
You
remember
forgot?
now. I can't remember now.
Okay. So you stopped
Yeah.
unnecessarily. There was enough space for you to
Okay.
go. But because you quickly then moved off afterwards,
Yeah.
that's only I gave you a minor for that, not a major. All right. So no other majors, no? You think you drove well? So one major I'm going to give you was you kept going to neutral
Okay.
as you're coming to a stop.
Okay.
The first 1 or 2 times I didn't care,
Mm.
but then it was too many times. We went to a roundabout and you did it as well. So what are the dangers if you go to neutral before you stop?
It's too slow to move off. I mean, if there's space, you're not moving off quick enough.
If you have to react.
Yeah.
If you have to react, you're already neutral. Now you're going to have to get back into gear.
Mm.
Now, again, because you've driven with your family, you gain that confidence. You're quick
Yeah.
enough. And you are quick enough. I'll give it to you. But it's too unsafe.
Yeah.
So you can't be going to neutral. Once or twice I let you off. But you did it every single occasion. So we have to cut that out. Okay, another mistake you made. On the maneuver, I'm going to give you a major fault. Why? Any ideas?
Too close to the car?
Yeah, what was the question you were going to ask me? You were going to ask me a question then? Do you remember when you did the maneuver? You're going to ask me, should I do something? What was it?
I can't remember now.
Were you going to ask me, am I too close to the curb or something? Should I get closer? were you saying?
When I finished the maneuver.
Yeah, you're saying, should I get closer? What?
One was just to get close to the curb, and two, because there was a gap in between, like the dip curb or whatever. So I should be more on a.
Near the curb, you mean?
No. So they're not like here, they're like dip curb, then also
Yeah.
it's raised. So I
Yeah.
should be more on the raised part of the curb or more on the dip.
Oh,
But I
okay.
was
So you don't want to be
semi in the middle
someone's
of both.
driver, you mean?
I was sort of in the middle of both. you know?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. As long as you're within 2 cars next, So you were within two cars and you're within half a meter of the curb.
Yeah.
So the space, everything was fine. So when you did the maneuver, you did check over your right blind spot straight away when you did the first left. You did it a bit too late. You
Yeah.
did it, you checked that mirror like a normal driver would.
Yeah.
Experienced driver would do that. You know, someone, you're not experienced, but you've been driving around, you know. So when you did the first left, you should look over your right blind spot straight away or just before you did the first left, okay? You did it a couple of seconds later. You did do it in the end, but it was way too late. So what are the dangers of not checking the left blind spot?
The right blind spot. I mean,
So the right blind spot, yeah.
cyclists, pedestrians.
Yeah, exactly. You can see everything in the mirror, but not over your right blind spot, okay? Any other mistakes? You flashed at someone. Oh yeah, the awkward situation.
Was it
Yeah,
then?
yeah, yeah. So no. There was one incident, with
Yeah.
a bike. Oh, yeah,
listen.
and you're waving the guy across. So what's the theory about waving people across? Do you know?
No.
Do you remember?
No.
Okay. If you wave people across, I don't know as well actually. No, I can't do that. I don't know the exact verbatim, the exact word for word, but if you were to wave people across and something was to appear,
Yeah.
yeah, you can't see everything, can you? And then he was to come across, and then something could happen. You
Yeah.
see the dangers.
Yeah.
That's why don't wave people across. If he's waving you, cool, man. If you want to wait. It's really awkward situation that could happen in the test. If the guy's insisting on not moving, okay, cool, just slowly start edging up if it's safe. Which it was in your case, wasn't it? In the end, the guy wasn't moving. It was actually better that he went, innit? Then you didn't have to deal with him. But sometimes you're gonna get weird people like that. And the other thing you were doing, you did it once. You flashed at someone.
Yeah.
Again, what's in the theory? What's in the theory about flashing? You know?
I cannot remember.
You cannot remember. Okay.
I can't remember, sir.
Okay. When did you do your theory? Time back, I'm assuming.
So it's been about 7 months now.
7 months. Alright, cool. Cool. So the theory behind flashing is like a horn, isn't it?
Yes.
So it's like a silent horn. You're letting people know of your presence. Again, you're like an experienced driver, acting like an experienced driver without a license, flashing at someone so they can go. You can't be doing that.
Well, I've seen plenty of learner drivers, instructors such as FM driving.
Yeah.
Very experienced. Yeah.
Flashing? You see me flashing?
Yes.
When?
You flashed me the other day, I told you.
Alright.
You don't know.
Oh, you can't be saying shit like that. I did not do that. I did not do that. Okay,
I didn't see it, so it's fine.
Okay, not that I flashed to anyone, nor does Kazim. Flashing in terms of driving terminology, Kazim, yeah? We're not allowed to flash at people.
Because it's to let people aware of your presence.
Like a
Yes.
silent horn. So not to let people go, please, okay? So you were doing that. From there was a really impressive drive, extremely impressive. So I would say cut out the neutrals, stop going to neutral, carry on with the mirror checking. As soon as you get into a new road, check all your mirrors. Stay confident. You're doing everything that you need to do as a good driver. You're doing your MSPSO routine. So I'm really happy with you. Meteor scenarios could be a little bit more better.
Yeah.
Check your mirrors before you move across. Other than that, you're on your way into getting a driving license. And hopefully that S3 maybe.
Well, you know, FM driving. You know.
Do you want 30k, yeah? For that S3?
Well, you know,
I got a
if
tenner.
everyone signed up to FM driving, can make a partnership.
Let's have a caption now. So it's going to be... Oh, you can put your hand down like that.
I know, because I failed. You're taking a bit.
You did fail. You failed. You made 3. Is it 3 majors? One, 2.
No, what were the 3? One was the bus.
The bus almost.
Yeah.
But another examiner might have given it. Going to neutral too many times.
Could you actually get mine for
But you did too many times. Too many times.
Oh, it's like
So
a
you just added up.
accumulation of them.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Like 6 or 7 in one. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, 4 or 5. Not 6 or 7. And the other one was a maneuver. You didn't check off your blind spot straight away.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 major faults.
Okay.
Of course you failed.
Alright.
Do you want me to pass you with 3 majors?
I mean, if you want to be nice, you know. Like.
Nice don't get you anywhere.
Fine. You know what?
Alright,
Just
we're gonna have one.
you complain and I'll just.
Yeah, wait. Shall I put a gunshot?
Why? I'll go on.
Bang. Ah, cool. You wanna see?
So just a few things I want to quickly clarify. Maybe I got lost during all that flashy talk. And one was when we had the temporary traffic lights and my student went slightly past the sign where it told us to stop. So again, every examiner is going to mark differently. I would say make sure when you see the sign stop. Here I didn't give him the major fault. I was being a bit lenient because I felt that we were still behind the red light and still within the lane, so that we're not really in anyone's way, but someone else might have marked it differently. The other incident was when we were at the not little but medium sized roundabout. So he indicated left to go second exit, but the indicator came off by itself accidentally. So again, had it been on, it would have been a major fault. Again, he was saved by the fact that the indicator went off by itself. So one of the most interesting thing about this particular video is we got a lot of things happening, a lot of scenarios. So you can see that failing and passing doesn't just depend on your driving. A lot of factors are involved. The examiner's mood, he may be lenient. The fact that the indicator came off by itself accidentally is saved my student a major fault. We had another incident with the emergency vehicles. Again, my student dealt with it really well, and if you notice, I didn't actually help out at all, especially with the emergency vehicle. Sometimes the examiners may intervene without failing you by suggesting where to stop, etc. The other thing the student kept doing was every time we were coming up to a stop, they kept going into neutral before they stopped. So initially I was given a minor fault, but it happened too many times. So a particular fault, if it happens in too many occasions, it becomes a major fault, therefore failing your driving test. Now this video is really interesting from a student's point of view, even as a teacher just watching it. The reason why I'm amazed by it is because students don't realize actually passing or failing your driving test involves a lot of factors, as you can see in this video. So we're just going to give you a few ideas. For example, when we're on the mini roundabout or medium sized roundabout where we indicated left to go second exit and the indicator came off by itself. Many times as a teacher, I've seen this happen where they've been saved by the fact that the indicator came off by itself, and now it's correct to take the second exit. You shouldn't be indicating. Also, you had in this video, my student kept asking me what's the speed of the road. Again, I've actually seen it happen where examiner told the answer to the student, and that was literally one-off occasion. Then you also have the examiner's mood, how he's feeling on the day. For some bizarre reason, I didn't want to give a major fault for my student for going past the temporary traffic light sign, because I felt that we were in and behind the red light. Another examiner may give it. So depending on the mood of the examiner, they will decide whether to give you a major fault or not. Watching the video, you can see the student applying the routines that we've taught him. So the MSPSO routine, routines of the roundabout, mirror checking, extremely impressive and really gives a good impression to the examiner. Because every single situation when we're turning left, right, etc., the student did not fail to remember the routine. He kept doing it: mirror, signal, position, speed, look, etc. Of course, the mistakes made, for example, not checking your right blind spot when you're doing the reverse exercise. So you should be checking it as soon as you do one left, or as you're doing it, just before you do it. There's obviously a few seconds they give you before they call it a major fault. So make sure you check the blind spot. The student forgot that, therefore he got the major fault. Then we had an incident where the student randomly stopped because he felt that there wasn't enough space for him to go through the bus. But again, the good thing is he corrected himself. He realized actually there's space, and without taking too long, quickly moved across. Now again, the reason why it's really good video to watch is you can see how he corrected his mistakes. Albeit maybe the blind spot check was a bit too late. He did check it in the end, but a bit too late. So watch out when you're doing your driving test. If you do make mistakes, try to correct the mistakes. Hopefully you guys can take a lot of lessons from this and a lot of information on how to potentially pass your driving test, how a lot of factors can help you pass your driving test or even fail your driving test, how to correct your mistakes, applying the routines, how to drive correctly. You can always watch a video where a student makes loads of mistakes after mistakes, but this particular video, if you watch it, you'll see a nice, correct, a good mannerism of driving, a good way of correcting your mistakes. So as a teacher, very impressive. Even as an examiner, they'll be impressed by that. Also, don't forget not to be too overconfident, too cocky by driving in neutral, etc. Anyway, take that information. A lot of love for my student Kazim for being part of the mock test. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Click the button for the latest videos from myself, FM Driving School.